How do? Welcome to Witcombe Park Farm. This is a new map by Oxygen David. It's been out about a week, I think, at the time of this recording. Super excited for this map. It's a British map. It's had a lot of hype around when it's been in development, when it's finally dropped. So I thought we'd use this for our next playthrough. Because it's a new map, I'm going to do this first episode slightly differently. We're going to have a quick map tour before we get into it, so you can have a look and see all the good work that's been done on it. We're on the starter farm, so we'll start with the farmhouse. Go into the living room. Very nice. Attention to detail. Little statues, clocks. I've not fully explored this place myself either, so it'll be good for me to see what's here. Office room. Okay, dining room. What have we got on the computer? Looks like... what does it look like? Pictures of the map itself. Nice beams. Traditional for a UK house. An older UK house, farmhouse. I can hear a fire going somewhere. Back to the living room. Where is this fire I can hear? Is it upstairs, maybe? Nice corner bath in bathroom. Avocado green. Reminiscent at 70s. My grandma's house used to have an avocado green bathroom. Bedroom. Do we have an ensuite? No. We're into a model train room. There's a fire there. It's not lit though. Ah, fire's lit in the bedroom. So the farmhouse is lovely, full of detail. And very, very traditional English house is this. So that's the farmhouse done. Into porch. Out front we have got a new animal. We've got rabbits. We can do rabbits on this map, and we start with some rabbits. 5 rabbits to start with. I don't know what we do with them. Whether we sell them for meat, I have no idea, but we shall find out as we progress. Start with a small greenhouse also. We've got quite a few sheds on farm, which is good for storage. I'll go for all the starting gear after the map tour. We've got a cow barn. Again, these are all very traditional British buildings. This is what you'd expect to see on a standard British farm. We do start with quite a bit of seed as well, a couple of seed. I don't know if that's a bulk storage hall or a storage, just like a vehicle storage hall. Another vehicle storage. Quite, like I say, quite a lot of storage on this farm, which is great. I love the layout of it. We've got a way station. As we look out over the valley at the nice view of the British countryside. Another large storage area. I don't know if there's a workshop. We have his own farm shop on site as well, which will be handy for selling. Start getting this stocked up with our products. You can remove all these, well, it's called farm junk, but I think it brings the farmyard to life, having this sort of stuff about, so I won't be removing it. Got our silo. Moving down, we've got silage area. I believe that's what these are, bunker silos. 3 of those. Slurry pit. This is what I'm interested in to see. We've got an actual milking parlour. So whether that means we have to store the cows here as opposed to the cow barn over the other side. I don't know how it works, but you can turn on these pumps. So, like I say, I don't know how it works. We'll have to discover that as we play through. But again, very detailed in the milking parlour. Well, this is the other side of the milking parlour. So like I said, I don't know how it works. We'll have to discover that out. We've got liquid fertiliser storage. Start with a couple of IBCs as well. There are new livestock breeds. We've got the Gloucestershire Old Spot Pig and Hereford and Jersey cattle, along with Suffolk Blue-Faced, Leicester and Texel sheep. So interesting to see what they look like. We'll get some of those. I'm going to put flight mode on so we can have a quick zip around the map. Aerial view of the starter farm. Decent size, like I said, lots of building, lots of storage. Let's head down into village. This map also has been, the ground textures have been completely redesigned to match UK ground textures and foliage. There is a British train as well, which we will have a look at as we're doing the map tour if we come across it, if it's running.
May we have your attention, please? Please do not leave cases or parcels unattended anywhere on the station. Any unattended articles are likely to be removed without warning.
So it's attention to detail like that, like little announcements at the train station.
Please do not leave cases or parcels
That just make it feel a lot more realistic. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Okay, animal dealer. I wonder if we can see, I'm guessing that's the Gloucestershire Old Spots. Possibly a new sheep, I'm not sure. Same with the cows, I would imagine they're the Jersey cows, but they might just be Holsteins, not sure. Plenty of houses around, again, this is all how your traditional English village would look. Rows of terrace houses, trampolines, like I said, it's just the attention to detail that blows me away on this map. We've got a Shell petrol station. We've even got a Toby Carvery. Cornerstone of any British town is a Toby Carvery, where we go for Sunday dinners. Got a Subway and a One Stop. So One Stop is like our local shop. Another new feature just coming up here, traffic. We've got motorbikes and we've got tractors. Into our production area. I believe there is some new productions as well. There's 4 main farms to choose from. 4 small holdings. There's also 17 new crops. Or is it 14? No, 14, sorry. New crops added in to the map. We've got rye, triticale, spelt, grain maize, green rye, vet rye, field grass, silage maize, hummus activator, which I'm guessing is like a chickpea, mustard, alfalfa, linseed and poppy. Which way have we not been? We want to head into... There's a village over there. Look, there's the village. Oh no, can't. Is that the edge of the map? That's the edge of the map. So we've got the store, which is a massive Ferguson store, Peacock and Binnington. Sounds very British. More productions. There's a sawmill already on the map. And over here, I really like this feature. We've got the local pub, the Witcombe Plough. And again, the attention to detail here is brilliant. We've got the playground out back. Again, this looks very traditional, British, what you'd see in sometimes in a Toby Carvery or like a Brewster Bear, something like that. But you can actually go into this pub. And this is just like walking into a rural British pub. Being from a small rural village myself originally, this is just like the local pub. So again, the attention to detail is brilliant. You know, even to go as far as the drink labels, stout, IPA, lager. You know, the attention to detail. I know I keep saying it, but it's just... It's little things like that that make maps. So the only other thing I want to try and see is the train. Let's have a look, see if we can see it on map. Can't see it at the minute. I don't know if it's doing its rounds. It might not be on the map yet. So this is the train depot. Can load it up, use it for selling. Don't know what's happened to that IBC. Unless it's just been cut off, it's just the top of it. I can't remember, because I only had a quick look. Nice old signal box there. Where the call train is. Oh, it's here. So we've rented the train.
Please do not leave cases or parcels.
Let's see
Anywhere on the station.
where it comes from. So we'll have a look at the map whilst we wait. Good mix of fields. Big fields, smaller fields. There's a lot of forestry land. Field prices are pretty steep. £220,000 for 7.5 acres. We do start with a decent amount though. We've got 51, 98, 47, 97 and 53 to start with. The forestry, there's a lot of forestry on the map, but again, the price, £1 million for that. 1.3 million for that. Which is great because obviously that's what ruined my last series with the amount of the money you make off the forestry products, the wood products, so it's good to see this is more realistic, I think. I mean, 1.6 million for that plot of land. Can we tab to the train? No. I don't know where the train is. I have rented it. Don't know. I have progressed time a bit and I still can't see it. So we'll come back to that. Let's head back to farm, have a look at our starting gear. Okay, so starting gear wise, let's get up the garage. We've got a New Holland, 260 horsepower. Thing I like about this map, 2,150 hours on that tractor to start with. We've got the Fendt 516 Vario, 2,850 hours. We've got a telehandler, the JCB 54178 Agri Pro. 3,650 work hours on that bad boy. We've got a bucket for a front loader. The front loader itself and a bale spike for the telehandler. We've got a decent trailer. We've got the cramped big body. We've got a disc harrow, a plough, a drill, which is not a bad size. Sprayer, again, we've got a harvester, but it's 1,420 hours on that. Tedder, windrower, one singular rear mower. We've got a round baler, we've got a Massey. A forage mixer, a straw blower and a weight. So although we do start with a decent bit of gear, it's all very well used. Thousands of work hours on it. So yeah, that concludes the map tour. First time I've done something like that with a map tour, so hopefully it was okay. We've got a bag of fur, bag of lime, a couple of bags of seeds. We've got an IBC of fertiliser and herbicide kicking about somewhere as well. So we really have got enough for us to get going on this farm. I suppose the question is... Oh, there's the train. Let's go have a look at it. There it goes. So it's a traditional sort of diesel and electric train. We use a lot in the UK. Don't know how we get into it. Don't think we can. But yes, that is the train. So let's have a look at what we've got, what we start with field wise. We've got 47, which is, well, I thought it was barley, but 97 is barley. We've got a grass field on 98. Oh, poppy on 47. And then rye on 51. Oh, we've got 53 as well, which I think is wheat. Yeah. I didn't even see 53 down there. So we've got a good amount of fields to start with. So the rabbits require water, root crop, hay, grain. Okay. I'm interested to see what we actually do with the rabbits though. Like I say, whether we just grow them and sell them. Don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Usual settings for me. I'll just quickly go through those. Easy economy for now. Seasonal growth on. Crop destruction on. Periodic ploughing off. Fieldstone off. Weeds on. Fuel usage high. Dirt normal. So standard sort of settings that I play. First things we need to do is buy the field data for these fields of ours. Precision farming is on. The map is compatible. So we get all this bought. They look like we're pretty good on the yield front. 105, 104, 113 there. 120 there. So that's good. So what I think we'll do... Oh, this is full of forage. It's also knackered and empty of fuel. So I think we will start. Okay, so I think we need to grab the harvester first off. Everything needs fuel. I suppose suppose the question is, do we have a fuel tank? I haven't even looked to see whether we've got a fuel tank on farm. Yeah, small petrol tank. We are right next to it, which is empty. So let's buy some fuel. First things first. Yeah, 5,000 litres. That should do us for a fair while. We need to find the header as well. Have we got a workshop? Is my next question. Service shed. Yes, it's there. So we need to make sure this harvester and header are fully repaired so we don't lose any yield. As I crash into everything, we get there eventually. Right, so service shed. Straightforward. Is it this one? It is. No, don't tell me I've got to reverse it in there. That's going to be fun with a header. What's this tractor looking like? That's only 20% damaged. That'll be fine as is. Let's pull this out. And attempt to get the harvester reversed in. Should be alright. Let's dump this here for now. Okay, at least we've got enough room to line it up and reverse in. Okay, we're in. That wasn't too bad actually. So that needs a repair. 872. That needs a repair. Right, what do we want to do first? I probably want to get an AI worker going on grass field. I've got a couple of big fields here. That's 10 acres, 9 acres. And then we've got a 2.9 and a 1.8. It is all ready to harvest, isn't it? Yes, it is. Apart from the poppy. Poppy's not, okay. So I think we shall start with our newest crop. The rye. Not done rye before. So let's head over. Check out this rye field. Okay. We're through. Let's get this gate open. We may have to lose a bit of crop. I'm just thinking when we pull in, we're going to have to put the header trailer somewhere. God, this looks like a big field. I think we're going to be in the month of August for a couple of episodes. Getting everything harvested. The problem is I don't think I'd fit down here with a header on. So we are just going to have to sacrifice some crop, unfortunately. Apparently you can edit the fences and the hedges and stuff, so although what I may just do when I replant this field is just leave a little bit of a gap at the start. I know I'm cringing, I'm destroying a load of crop, but I don't really have much choice at the moment. Right, let's get steering assist set up. We're going to want two headlands, sorry. Let's get unfolded. I don't know if this gives off straw. We'll enable it, see if it does. Never done rye before. If it does do straw, it does. Okay, so before we go any further, I'm gonna set a second, well, not second tractor because we ain't got a tractor going, but we'll get this tractor going. Need to check the horsepower requirement of the baler. It's 140 horsepower, so I think the small tractor should be able to do it. 170 on the fence, so yeah. This needs a repair and some petrol. Where's the baler? We'll get the follow me mod wicking the baler. Make our lives a little bit easier. And we can put the New Holland onto carting duties. So we are going to use a lot of our starting budget on repairing up the vehicles. Yeah, £7.5 grand for that, but it needs doing. Right, I can't find the baler. Let's have a look on map, see where it's located. Okay, so it's right next to the... Oh, so that... If you want to get rid of the bits and bobs around the farm, that's what you click, remove farm junk. So it's right next to the liquid fertiliser tanks. Must be in this shed. And there it is. Big old baler. I think we'll stay on 1 speed for the moment. No, so it can do... It wraps as well, this bale, as well as baling. Oh, we need to get some petrol. I've got a feeling this episode may run a bit longer than my standard half an hour because we've done the map tour. No, I want to refill fuel, please. No. We want to control and alt. Okay, so the wrap is off. We don't need to wrap it. Current drop mode, automatic. Bale size, we want the biggest option we can get, which is a 150. Right. Appears we are good to go. So what's this piece of land to the right of us? Oh, it's our grass field. Lovely, okay. Gonna have to move that header trailer. Sorry, moving it by hand, but don't want to start. Oh God, what's going on? Great start. Great start. Right. Let's all just act like that never happened. So here we are at the field. Ready to start baling. So we get baler on. Get that dropped down. Follow me onto harvester. Okay. Follower stopped. Why is the follower stopped already? Maybe there's not enough room. Let's just move forward a bit. Right, let's try again. Follower stopped. That's new. I wonder if it's something to do with the baler itself. That looks a bit more promising. Yeah. So it needed the Ranny Wrap refilling for some reason. Right, I think we are good to go on the rye. Probably might do it in one time lapse. We'll see how we get on. Looks like we're on quite a bit of a hill on this field. See how the Fent harvester gets on. I need to bring the New Holland over with trailer as well, because we've only just started and we're already 15% through, so 15% full. I imagine this crop to be a high yielding crop. Like I said, I've never done rye before, so it's new to me, but it certainly looks like it's high yielding. Right, let's crack on. So we're just finishing our second headland, going pretty well so far. The view from the top of this field is beautiful. Always a nice plus when you're harvesting to have a nice view. I'm glad we are using steering assist because it's a bit of a funny shaped field, this one. We did lose the follower at one point, he got stuck on the header trailer, but sorted that out. One thing I do know though, we're going to have a lot of bloody bales to move after this harvest is done. And we've got a wheat field as well. We do have a telehandler with a bale spike. We'll just have to play it by ear and see if we want to manually load all these bales. It depends how many we get, I suppose. If we're looking sort of 60 or 70 bales, then it may be we look at an auto load. But yeah, so far so good. I would like a bigger harvester, not going to lie, but I think it's going to be difficult navigating the farmyard with a big harvester and header. But that's a problem for later, mate. I think the first thing we need to buy is going to be a new drill, because we've only got, I think it's a 3-metre drill, and trying to drill a field of this size with a 3-metre drill is going to take hours. So we do have hire purchase, and we do have the enhanced loan system mod, so we've got a couple of options. But I think the thing I like about this is that all of the vehicles have got thousands of hours on them. So although we start with everything we need, it's not going to be long before we have to replace them, which gives a series like this a lot of longevity, because we're going to need hundreds of thousands of pounds before we even look at getting any more land, which is good. Leads to a long series, unlike the last one where yours truly messed it up. Still kicking myself about that, but what can you do? You live and learn, don't you? This load will fill up our trailer. I mean, look at that view. Cracking. Absolutely cracking. So yeah, this one will fill up the trailer. Take it down to its silo. I think it's just a case of cracking on, really, and getting it done. Right, last pass coming in on right now. Really good yield off this field. Say that we never got above 90% on the yield in the precision farming box, top left. So if it's done properly, if it's limed, nitrogened, etc, etc, we can get even more. A lot of bales here as well. So that's something we're going to have to look at. We do have a telehandler that we start the game with. It's just whether we want to pick this many bales up. Watch out. Whoa. Sorry. Yeah, it's just whether we want to pick this many bales up with telehandler. We'll have a look on baler, see what the bale count is. I'm interested to see what the final yield off this field is as well. Because we do a lot of trips down to the silo. Steady. Why are you not unloading? Because I'm nowhere near. That's probably why. There we go. Right, let's stop this guy before he causes any more carnage. How many bales have we made? 31. That's not too bad. That's doable with the telehandler. Is 31 bales. So we'll get this last trailer into the silo. See what we've made. I do love this field. It's a bit of a pain in the ass with a hill. The view it gives is beautiful. The grass field I'll probably leave to next month. It is ready to harvest now, but we like to have an extra month on it. I really need to move that forage mixer. We can fit through nicely though, so it's no dramas at the moment. Although we did get stuck on one of the trips. I completely beached myself on that pole. What am I hitting? Oh, what? Is that a wall? Oh, don't tell me I'm... Go on, son, get around there. Never noticed that piece of wall before. Right, well that's unloading. Let's just have a look at fields. So the rye's done. That leaves us the wheat. In 53 and the barley in 97. 47's poppy, I believe. Yeah, which is not ready yet. So 97 won't take as long to do at all. How big's 53? It's 9 acres compared to the 10 acres we've just done. Okay. Where are we? Right, 68,000 litres. 816 at peak, so not too bad. So I think then we will head to the wheat field, get the wheat and the barley in, but that'll be next episode now, I think. But yeah, first impressions of this map, absolutely loving it. I think it's really well done. Very picturesque, very true to life of a traditional English village. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Well, that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to help me out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.